Back to this series, a series that I have not really touched in a while, but hey, we're back, and today we'll be doing the what if civilization started in Europe. So we haven't really done an update in this series in a while, or at least I haven't recorded a video in a while. Yeah, I haven't actually recorded a video in this series for a while, and yeah, we're back. We're back. Okay, we're back. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, more exploration. First, we'll get started the exploration. So, the Japanese, the Koreans, and the Chinese continue to explore further out as well to expand their territory as well, and to basically explore here. They explore here. The Koreans further explore up here, more of the land here, but they don't really go past here. The Koreans will also create, some more. They'll also annex a lot of this land here, extending the borders up north as well. Okay, here. The Chinese countries will also put in, however, there will be a new conflict here because of this. The Chinese will expand here, encroaching onto northern Korea. No. This one Chinese country will expand here, and this the southern Chinese country will expand here. Yeah. Yeah. There'll be also some major cities being created. Also gonna turn on the we don't have the power and boats. We can create we're gonna put one here, however, this is gonna lead to a conflict. So basically the Korean country does not like the Chinese country encroaching on their land. Yeah. And the Korean country will basically occupy this land here, even though it's uninhabited. As well, because there are a few, because mass settlement is now being settled in the new areas as well, including a few new major cities being created as well. However, this will cause a war between the Korean country and this Chinese country. This Korean country sees this here as they're kind of encroaching onto the land as well. They did not agree. Basically, there was agreement between the Chinese and the Koreans that this area, this line, shall never be crossed. But the Chinese, they crossed it very, very quickly, and now they have a massive border dispute on their hands as well. Okay, here. So the Korean country will go to war against this Chinese country as well here. I don't think either of these countries are on the power rankings as well, but I do think in terms of power, Korea, I think, is slightly stronger than this Chinese country. So, yeah. The invasion will begin, and the Koreans will invade this land and occupy it as well. This land, of course, isn't very populated, doesn't really have many people, so this land is very, very easy to occupy because there isn't really many people on this land, and the Chinese country, they really see that. However, this is the First World War Navy. Naval battles will be important as well. So it could be creating a naval slide. So this is basically all of the territorial waters Korea controls as well here. Yeah, so that's all the territorial waters Korea controls. And all the territory, this is actually the second time we'll be using naval battles. And all the territorial waters China controls. So they know they're not going to win on the land war. However, China has a much more impressive, this Chinese country, see, they're going to use the Navy to attempt to go near the capital. However, they're unsuccessful here. And the Orange Chinese country actually warns them to not go into the waters. Okay, the Orange Chinese country, there it says Korea and China and Pink China do not enter the waters, or else there will be serious consequences. Both countries, as of now, will abide by this treaty as well. Same thing with this Philippine, this Taiwanese country as well here. Do not enter our waters as well here, and there will be no beef, no battles, no fighting. Okay. Yeah, there'll be no battles, no beef, no fighting as well. Yeah. The Chinese country, they see this and they can't really move forward. Okay. They're able to occupy this area. Yeah, and they're able to occupy this northern area, which is what they were planning to do. Occupy this northern area. They know they can't really advance here because the Korean country basically occupies, this area. So basically, this Chinese country is basically blocked off from the global trade network. The sea one, it is. The land one is still not blocked off by it. But this is actually going to cripple this Chinese country's economy because Korea is doing a blockade. Will do something very sneaky. They will use the Navy to block China off. Because they know, hey, we'll win through attrition. And this Chinese country, this Orange Chinese country, is really furious about this because they report thousands of refugees, not millions because there isn't very many people in China as of now, as well. Hundreds of thousands of refugees claiming that they're basically being starved to death by this Korean country. And right now, the Korean country, they see it as their chance to continue to extend as well here throughout the land borders. They occupy this new major city that was just founded. They basically occupy this very, very, very underpopulated area, and they basically march towards this city, okay, as well, okay, and surround it. However, there's a skirmish between this Korean country and this Chinese country. Two ships were sunk, and the surviving ship goes to tell the leader of this Chinese country, and they're furious. They join the war on the side of this Chinese country. So, yeah, they basically stop this naval blockade here, and this Chinese country starts to move in and send those ships in to invade the territorial waters as well here. They meet up towards Japan as well, and they head towards the Korean capital as well here. Yeah. Yeah. Outside that country is not going to be in the war, so yeah. Yeah. Basically, the Japanese islands will now start to be invaded because the Japanese islands consist of like 50% of the country's population. So they'll start from there. They bring a massive land force to basically take this major city and take these three southern provinces here. And the Koreans are kind of just flabbergasted, okay? Here. The Navy here is kind of blocked off, so the Chinese Navy is able to defeat the Navy here. And China starts to push back. Okay. they start to push back against the Korean army with the help of the Chinese the Orange Chinese army as well here. They start to actually push back against the Korean army, and they'll push back all the way towards the border. Okay. However, Korea refuses to acknowledge, the Chinese, land grab. They refuse to acknowledge it as well here. They do not like the fact that this is happening as well. The Korean Navy continues to be demolished by the other Chinese Navy as well here, and Operation Zero begins, which is the invasion of the Korean Peninsula. They invade from this side as well here. And they also start to invade this part of Japan as well here. Taking the land very quickly. They see there isn't very much resistance. Okay, there isn't very much resistance in Japan. As there isn't a lot of people in Japan currently, so the main resistance and also the army is kind of cut off. They also start to push back in the mainland Korea as well, taking a lot of land here. The Chinese country also starts to invade this Korea, taking a major city and taking this land here. Okay. Occupying this area. The Korean king's son, however, dies, and the king's son basically signs peace with this, saying that the treaty is dumb and we should just, they made up a treaty to go to war. So yeah. So basically, the new Korean king basically, here is the new peace treaty. So here is the peace treaty. So there we go. We have 3 new countries on the map. We have this northern Siberian country, which is recently settled by Korea. Japan is now independent, and there's an Orange Korea country now. Orange China now. Here, but yeah, we have the complete collapse of the original Korean country. They are now a democracy, as the son basically wanted to make the country a democracy. This country is also a flawed democracy, as well as there aren't very many democracies in this world. There are a few in Europe that are scattered throughout the Italian peninsula. The 3 Italian countries that are basically Ireland, these Middle Eastern countries. These 2, Anatolia and its puppet state. These countries down here, this country down here is a democracy. Every Egyptian government is a democracy as well. And it seems that now democracy as an idea has actually went from Italy to Eastern Europe. No, not Eastern Europe, Eastern Asia. Okay, where it now has various countries. 2 Korean countries, a Japanese country, a Siberian country, and 3 Chinese countries as well here. However, we have a new alliance forming, and that is between these 3 Chinese countries. These 2 Chinese countries. The 2 Chinese countries create a circle alliance. However, they do allow a 4th country to join, and that is this Siberian country right here. They join the Chinese alliance because they basically want protection. So basically they join. So basically they joined the Circle Alliance. However, these countries down here are not too lucky, as Vietnam is still looking to expand. Yes, the Vietnamese dictatorship as well, they are looking to expand even further. And the next target is this Burmese country as well here. Yeah, Vietnam is, of course, significantly much more powerful than them, and they're going to do a massive invasion of the Burmese country as well. Yeah, despite this, the Burmese country has been relatively peaceful, but they'll basically be invaded by the Vietnamese country as well here. Yeah. Yeah, they invade this country, and they basically do a full annexation of the Burmese country. So, yeah, they do a full annexation of the Burmese country. The Burmese country no longer exists. Yeah. As well. And now Vietnam is kind of like Vietnam in the Risco series. It's just one Southeast Asia, massive Southeast Asian country as well. That is the newest stuff about Asia. Yeah. Yeah. This will cause a second alliance to be created in Asia. This is to basically stop the growth of Vietnam. Yep. So 3 countries will be creating an alliance to basically stop the growth of Vietnam. This is the Triangle Alliance. As well. So it'll be created by the Bangladesh country, Indonesia, and owns India to basically counter Vietnam as well. To stop them from growing as well. They did not invite this Chinese country, so that might be a future victim of the Vietnamese Empire. But these 3 countries will basically stop any expansion from Vietnam going forward. So that's about that. So now let's get to the Middle East as well. There wasn't really any major things as well here. Also, we're going to update the religion map of East Asia as well here. This country, this religion expands. The pink religion expands into the new lands as well here. And this Southeast Asian religion expands as well. So yeah, there we go. The Southeast Asian religion has expanded, and the Chinese religion, which is the main religion of China, and of course East Asia, has also expanded as well. So yeah. Meanwhile, a major discovery is gonna be going on. This is the exploration, the connectivity over here. Russia basically explores here and meets up with Lake Baikal and realizes an easier way to trade here. So Russia, with the help of the Kazakh country Russia is going to make a new massive trade route and it is going to go throughout to Lake Baikal to China. And also there'll be one going to Korea as well. So that is the new update on the trade route. And throughout the trade route, more exploration around the trade route will be done. And now new countries are gonna pop up here. First is the Baikal country. Yes, there's a Baikal country. They'll kind of be like a pit stop here. So this Baikal country now exists as well. They will have the capital city be the main city right here. And it'll be on the trade route as well. Here. There will be another country over the next couple of years that will also form because of the trade route. That will be this Green Siberian country. They will form here, and they will be a new country that will basically form on the trade route itself. There will be a new city, not the holy cities where, but a new city right on the trade route. Yeah. And it will be the capital city, this green country. Yeah, we'll have its capital city right here. Yeah, and yeah, there we go. That's the new major update of the map. The two new countries have basically been created because of the trade route, and the also this has not been discovered yet. Yeah, but two new countries because of the trade routes have been created. They now they're both peaceful countries because, and also gotta get the ideologies as well here. Both countries will be a democracy. Yep, democracy is becoming very popular now. But there are small states that basically are gonna become very rich because they get a lot of money off of trade as well. Yeah, and yeah, they're gonna make a lot. Wait. And yeah, they will quickly become some of the richest countries in the world because of this. Because wasn't wild to find an alternative for going through India and hostile Vietnam, and the Chinese countries really like this because this is going to school with Vietnam's economy now as well. Because Vietnam is a very hostile country. Okay, they're not a friendly country. Also, Taiwan's gonna explore more of the waters alongside the Philippines as well. Both Indonesia and the Taiwanese country will agree to split the islands in two. So the agreement of this peace treaty is basically Taiwan gets this half and Indonesia gets the other half of the islands as well. Yeah. That is the agreement that is settled upon. Yeah. Also, we got dying a few more major cities. Yeah. One here. 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 And one here. Another one on Sumatra. Another one up here. Vietnam's gonna get another major city as well. India's gonna get another cultural major city as well. There'll be a major city down here. There'll be another major city created on the coast of Africa as well. Another major city down the Egyptian River, the Nile River. Another major city in Finland. And another major city in Ireland as well. And another major city has been created in Iberia, as well as another one in Poland, and 2 more in Russia as well. So, yeah. Yeah. Also, there's now a major city in all these African colonies as well. So, yeah. Also, there'll be a major city. There's major cities all throughout the Philippines, as well as places like China as well. But yeah, this is going to anger Vietnam a lot because basically Vietnam's the most hated country in South and Southeast Asia, okay? Everyone hates Vietnam. Everyone hates this country as well, okay? However, Vietnam knows one country that will know all too well as a military dictatorship. The leaders of Vietnam meet with the leader of Brown India as well to seek revenge against Orange India. Yeah, okay. Vietnam wants revenge against Orange India and Indonesia as well. Okay, they don't like either country as well here. They did try to be like the Korean country, but the Korean country is a democracy. Okay, they were not gonna side of a military dictatorship. Okay, however, they meet with the government of Orange India, of Brown India, and we'll leave that to later as well. Also, Vietnam's government flips to back. Actually, Morocco's government is the Moroccan version of a monarchy. Basically, they're the Moroccan monarchy. Same thing with this country. They have a different government as well. The other country that's very hated is this red country because basically this giant red country is, yeah, basically they for a massive coalition, a massive war seems to be brewing as well. It seems to be 2 sides forming as well. Yeah. Brown India militarize it. Okay. It is now currently 1280 AD. Okay. The biggest war yet. Actually, it's around 900 AD. Sorry. The biggest war yet. Okay. The Vietnamese country and the versus the Circle Alliance, the Triangle Alliance. The Vietnamese country creates the Star Pact with Orange India, with Brown India. This causes Orange India to really be like, oh no, this is gonna be very, very bad. Okay, but they say, hey, we can handle Brown India and Vietnam. Okay, we can handle both countries. Yeah, they create the Star Alliance as well. Okay. However, there's another country that wants to join the Star Alliance that has been basically screwed over. This is the former Egyptian country and the Persian country as well. They want revenge against this country. They want revenge against this country right here. This country joins the Triangle Alliance as well. These 2 countries this country also joins the Star Alliance alongside this country right here and this country right here. They want to reform Egypt for its former glory. The Somali country also joins as well. Okay, a massive coalition against the strongest country in the world, and Orange India, which, if you look at the power ranking, Orange India and Navarro Caliphate are two of the most powerful countries in the world. Okay, Navarro Caliphate is the number one country in the world, and Orange India is the sixth. Well, Anatolia is the second, and Royal Egypt is the fifth as well. And Vietnam, we're going to update this list as well. Vietnam will actually beat out Poland for the first time. Here. Russia will also. Here, but the power rankings still mostly stay the same as well. However, a major war is brewing. The Vietnamese country literally invades this Chinese country. Say, hey, we can invade whoever we want. Okay? We can invade whoever we want. You're not part of the Star Alliance, but the Triangle Alliance. However, this country requests immediate help from the Triangle Alliance. They request immediate help. They request immediate help from the Triangle Alliance. Okay, this causes a great war, one that has not been seen since the Roman wars as well. All because a crazy dictator wants to take back the land. Basically, they want to basically rule the world. Okay. Starting the Second Great War. Not World War II, but the second, this is basically gonna be like the biggest war so far. Goodbye.